Anyway, guys,
Hang on just a minute there. You call that special? You need to do a lot more than just this for a Halloween special review. As a matter of fact, come to think of it, you mentioned, Hammer Studios before.
Alright, Horror Express. Released in 1972, Horror Express was a Spanish-American co-production that was meant to capitalize on the Hammer Studio horror films during the 70s. Never heard of Hammer Studios? Well, let's just say they were notorious for typecasting Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee for years.
And oddly enough, they're in this movie as well.
Oh great! Next thing that you'll be telling me is that there's tons of nudity and gore present in this movie.
Actually, there's very little of both in this. There's a bit of blood, but there's definitely no nudity.
Well, that's a first.
So, are you ready to get on the Horror Express? Doo-doo.
Depends! Are you gonna do stupid one-liners like that?
I'm not the one that wrote that part of the script, now am I?
Point taken. Anyway, this is Horror Express.
We open with an intro that will give you an epileptic seizure in just seconds.
I know it's supposed to look like we're going into a train tunnel, but it looks more like a guy running around with a flashlight while bowling sound effects are playing in the background.
Oh look, it's the NBC late night mystery movie. Anyway, we cut to an expedition that is led by Christopher Lee. And yes, this is the same guy who played Starman in the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
But ironically enough, in this movie, he looks like Radagast the Brown from the Hobbit trilogy. Minus the bird poop on his head.
They come across a prehistoric ape-man frozen in ice, and quickly plan to haul it back to England through a Siberian transit system. But sadly, there seems to be a problem with his ticket reservation.
While Christopher Lee is trying to get his reservations together, he runs into another scientist played by Peter Cushing. While Peter Cushing tries to bribe his way into the transit system, Christopher Lee has another way around this.
Captain O'Hagan, sir. General Wang told me to find you, and to make myself useful.
And instead of kicking him out of the train station, he gives him the train ticket.
We cut to a thief trying to lockpick a crate to see if anything is valuable in there.
But because the man's a complete moron, he dies in the most horrific death imaginable. He gets white contact lenses. Christopher the Light comes back to see the destruction the monster has done. And at this point, we get to meet the only interesting side character in the movie, the crazy priest. I honestly can't remember his name, so I'm just gonna call him Rasputin.
Aside from the crazy priest, we are introduced to various side characters who serve no purpose in the story whatsoever. We have this random German guy, the secretary, this undercover spy, the Russian couple, the Willem Dafoe lookalike with a beard, the conductor, blah 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 blah. Who cares about these people? I just want to see Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing do what they do best.
I know it's a reoccurring theme in horror movies, but this seems more like an armload of side characters rather than a handful, especially the luggage boy that Peter Cushing bribes to have a peek inside the crate for him.
Oh great, now that adds another character to the list of pointless characters. So the luggage guy takes a peek inside the cage, where we see the T-800 dressed as an ape?
I'm back, and I'm not mucking around! Put that cookie down!
Doesn't take too long before the others notice that the luggage boy has gone missing. Peter Cushing suggests that the reason for his disappearance might have been something to do with the crate that Christopher Lee had with him.
And what a shock, Peter Cushing was right all along.
So it's up to them to hunt down this creature while also performing an autopsy on the victims.
Which leads up to one of the most funniest lines in the movie.
Miss Jones, I shall need your assistance.
Yes, well, at your age, I'm not surprised.
With an autopsy.
Oh, well, that's different.
They crack open his skull to have a look inside.
Can you tell me how he died?
Smooth as a baby's bottom.
And it looks like a hunk of pink Play-Doh.
Learning and memory are engraved on the normal brain.
leaving a wrinkled surface. This brain has been drained. The memory has been removed.
Okay, I'm not a brain surgeon by any means, but I highly doubt that this is how the brain works. Memory is stored in the brain, yes, but the wrinkles have nothing to do with memory at all. This is making the science from Jurassic Park seem plausible, and that had dinosaurs being cloned by mosquito blood.
Oh, there's also the subplot about a woman trying to escape Russia for some reason, but it turns out to be a cover-up as it's later revealed that she's an undercover spy. She sneaks into a room with a safe where she too is attacked by the caveman. Cushing comes looking for her and nearly gets killed. However, a police officer kills the monster just before it looks at him one more time and then makes him fall over.
Well, that was a short movie. So that was Horror Express, and as far as Hammer Studio knockoffs go, this one is...
Hold on a moment, there's still more movie.
Wait a minute. It's still going? But the monster is killed! The problem is resolved! What more can they possibly show us? Oh, I did not see that one coming! So apparently, it turns out that the creature has the ability to swap bodies once it scans the mind of any living being. Once the creature is close to death, he finds a new host to take control of.
The others try to capture the mind-controlling creature while the priest has something else in mind.
Tell me who you are. I will serve you.
Excuse me, what?
I want to help you.
Yeah, talk about taking a complete 180. What is up with this guy's motivation? One minute he goes on and on about, oh, this is evil, this thing is the devil, blah, 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 blah. And now you decided to side with him? The crap's wrong with you?
Meanwhile, Christopher Lee sends a message to say that there's been a murder on the train to an upcoming station. Here we meet Captain Kazan, played by Telly Savalas, best known as Kojak. Having no further news about the incident, they hop on the train and to find out what's going on.
So Christopher Lee turns out the lights to see which body the alien possesses. The captain managed to kill the creature, but it doesn't take too long to find a new host, as the priest runs after him.
He takes control of the priest and murders everyone in sight. No pun intended. And also, Christopher comes packing with a shotgun, but the alien tries to negotiate with the Earthlings.
Let me go. That's not possible. It is possible. I will teach you to end disease, pain, hunger.
Well, doesn't sound like that bad of a deal. I mean, have you seen the diseases that accumulated over the last 10 years? But nope, Christopher Lee declines the alien's offer as the creature pulls a Plan 9 from outer space by turning all the dead bodies into zombies. So Christopher Lee fights his way for a wave of zombies as he gets in the back of the box cart with Peter Cushing and the other people on the train.
They send another telegram to the people at the next train station, telling them to switch the train track that leads the train off into a cliff. They then detach their cart from the rest of the train, which leads the rest of the train to fall off the cliff.
So, that was Horror Express. Is it a bad movie? Not really. In fact, it's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna go as far as calling it an underrated classic because it does have some problems here and there. Some of the plot points weren't needed, the science was complete BS, and some of the special effects are dated by nowadays standards.
That said, the movie has a great cast, creates a chilling atmosphere, and can catch a person off guard more than a few times. If you like John Carpenter's The Thing, you might possibly like this. Just give it a try.
Well, thank you for joining me, Malice.
Actually, I'm not Malice. I am Kozulu, intergalactic space alien, and now, Critical Kid, your brain shall be mine.
Oh, come on, dude. I'm wearing sunglasses. So, thank you guys for watching, and have yourself a happy Halloween. Take care, guys.
critical, kid. That wasn't very nice. I'll remember this. I will get you next time.